Sai Ram, everyone. I am your host, Clara, from Region 7, Zone 1 of the Sri Sathya Sai International Organization, SSSIO for short, and a part of the Sai Technocare team. Sai Technocare is a national initiative of the SSSIO-USA to help members of all ages safely and confidently navigate online technological spaces. Welcome to the Financial Scams Awareness Podcast, where we will uncover stories from the Sai Technocare ecosystem that educate on financial scams. Today's episode is on tax scams.
Sairam everyone, I'm your co-host Tejaswini from Region 5, Zone 1 of SSSIO, and I'm part of the Sai Technocare team. Tax season is here, and so are the scammers. Let's imagine getting a call that sounds official, urgent, and threatening, demanding immediate payment to avoid arrest. What would you do? Stay tuned because our guest, Brother Sudhir and Sister Ella, will share their experience on encountering a tax scam about getting a fake IRS call. We will also explore why these scams are so convincing and provide practical tips to recognize and avoid falling victim to such scams. So let's welcome Brother Sudhir and Sister Ella.
Sairam, thank you, Sister Tejaswini. Thank you, Sister Clara. Hi, I'm Sudhir. I'm from Seattle East Side Sai Center, Region 6 of SSSIO. Also, I'm part of a Sai Technocare team. I offer my humble pranams at the Divine Lotus Feet of Beloved Swami. I'm very excited to be part of this podcast. Thank you for having me. Sairam.
Sairam, my name is Ella. I am member of Sri Sathya Sai Chicago North Suburbs Center and also Sai Technocare USA group. I am so happy to be member of our meeting today. And I want to add that I was born and raised in Poland and now I live in USA. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Sudhir and Sister Ella, for joining us today. Brother Sudhir, I will start with you. Can you start by telling us your story of encountering a tax scam?
Sure, of course. Yeah, thank you for having me. So let me narrate a incident that happened back in 2014-ish. I was at work, working from my desk, and then suddenly I got a WhatsApp message from a friend of mine. He said he needed some urgent help. That's kind of cryptic, but that surprised me because we drove in the same car that day, and he generally stopped by at my desk, or he will just ping me in the official channels like Skype at the time. But it's surprising because he sent a WhatsApp messages to me. So many things are going in my mind at the time, like why is he asking me, sending a WhatsApp messages? Is it work related or it is personal? And so many things are going in my mind.
That's a puzzling situation, actually. And what happened next?
Yeah, as I was thinking about what to respond, he suddenly came running to my desk. And he was as I observed him, he was visibly shaken and looked very scared and very worried. And I asked, like, what happened. He told me, like, he got a call from someone claiming to be IRS, and then they said he had and he said he recently sent some money to overseas, and then they are asking him to pay tax for that. They threatened him, saying that if he didn't pay immediately, the cops would come and arrest him, or they even gave him a bank account number to transfer the money to. If he disconnect the call, they threatened him, like, if he disconnect the call, so they will call the cops, and then they will arrest him.
That must be terrifying for him. I can understand. How did he believe it was real?
Yeah, yes, completely. I mean, he was so scared. So I think when you are scared, like your mind, it tries to look at things. It won't try to look at things in a very real way. So he was so scared, and then he was new to US, and then he also didn't have a car. So the scammers even ready for that too. They even gave him a phone number to call a taxi to take him to the bank. Those were the days like when app-based booking like Uber or Lyft were not widely used. So it was all so well planned. They have the number for the cab company, so he can call, and then they will take him to nearest bank, and then they will supply him with whatever the bank account information, and then he has to just withdraw and then uh, send them money. So, but luckily he the call got disconnected. I think might be due to poor signal, and that's when he came running to me at my desk.
Okay, and I think at that situation, anyone would like to seek for a help, and luckily he was able to come to you. And what did you do at that point?
Yeah, sure. Well, even I was really new to US at that time myself, but I was there for like 6 months or so. But something went off. Something was off with this. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is fake or not, but something doesn't look right. So then what I did is, I quickly looked up online like IRS does about this, and then I came to the IRS official website where they said like they don't make threatening calls or demand immediate payment over the phone. They always send official notices by mail first before taking any action. So when the scammers called back, I answered the call. Then they refused to talk to me, saying that it's a privacy issue. We cannot reveal personal information to others. We only talk to the intended person. Then I said, it's not something personal. I just have a very generic question, and then I pressed them that this is what I read on the IRS website that you will send a official notice by mail, but we never received it. Then they were like they were paused at there is a pause at that moment, because and that confirmed my suspicion, but they were saying that they sent a they sent a official notice by mail, what you might have not misstate, something like that. But then it occurred to me he recently sent that money to India that they were claiming to pay tax for. So that confirmed my suspicion that this is a scam, and then said and then we just disconnected the call, and then I kind of explained it to him, that that's not how it works.
Okay, and after this incident, how did your friend react to all this?
Yeah, he was really terrified. Even after the call ended, the scammers told him that he would get a call from 911. He better pick up, and then because the police will come and arrest him. So, but it took a while to calm him down, and I reassured him that it was fake and explained that it's really a situation where fake situation. The IRS won't really call you and then demand for making a payment. So just like Swami says, right? You should have fear of sin, love of God, and morality in society. So if you didn't do anything sin, you don't need to worry about anything. That's what that reflected this situation where you need to stay calm and maintain clarity during these situations. Something that I've learned through the teachings of our beloved Swami.
Thank you, Brother Sudhir, for
Thank you.
explaining your story.
Sure.
And now I would like to ask Sister Ella. You mentioned that you had also experienced similar fraud. Can you tell us how you handled the situation and how you came out of it?
Yes, um, I was experienced the same similar situation. I was scared. I afraid that police will came. and a lady on phone was constantly with me. I have nobody to ask. It was my first day in new work for me, and I excuse and I follow direction on voice on my phone. I bought vouchers card for $1,000 and I was ready to give number for her. And all the time I feel that it's something wrong. And why fear I am here, Swami told us. Swami is with me and nothing happened. I sent maybe 1,000, 2,000. What is this? It's not much money. And tax for this. But this lady was so scared, awful for me. I was so afraid. And I also feel I can handle. I can handle because life is challenge. Meet it. I do it. I may do it. And I pray to Swami, help me. And it helped me to be peace inside my heart. I felt that it will be good. It will be good. And finally, when I was ready to scratch this number and give number this lady, my phone broke. And quickly I called to my husband, and my husband told me, Ella, this is not right. Someone is trying to cheat you. Not do it, nothing. And when I want return this voucher to shop, it was not possible. And we called, when I came home, my husband called to police and we arranged this voucher come back to us after 1 month was ready to go in our account. It was maybe if will be without Swami will be more shock for me. With Swami was more quiet to go through. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Ella, for sharing your experience. Brother Sudhi's and Sister Ella's stories are unfortunately very common. Scammers use fear and urgency to trick people into making decisions without thinking. They often pretend to be from organizations like the IRS because they know people are more likely to comply. Now let's discuss how our listeners can protect themselves from falling victim to tax scams, especially during tax season. I would like to ask you, Brother Sudhir, what are the key red flags listeners should look out for?
Yeah, I think the biggest red flags will be, the calls demanding immediate payment, especially, the untraditional ways like gift cards or cryptocurrency or wire transfer, instead of, check made out to IRS, something like that. And threat of arrest or deportation if you don't comply, and refusing to provide any written documentation, or verifying their identity, the verifying the caller's identity, whoever is calling. So those are the biggest red flags that you should be aware. And also we need to remember, we need to stress it. I mean, legitimate agencies like IRS will send a formal notice by mail before taking an action. That means you still have some time to answer that mail, and if you miss it, they will send multiple reminders. I mean, it's not like they don't give you, they don't take harsh actions immediately. Especially these are the case like when you don't know and then you perform something, but that might have some tax implications. The I mean, what I'm saying is, ignorance of law is always, not harshly treated. So that's one thing that's we should also remember.
Thank you, Brother Sudhir,
Yeah.
for those red flags. And now I will move to Sister Ella. I would like to ask Sister Ella, many people panic when they receive such calls, right? What advice would you give to someone who might face a similar situation?
Mm, if you receive this phone call, fake phone call, you don't know. And first, breathe if it shock you, deep breathing, and stop thinking much, because our mind is crazy mind and solve different solution. I imagine that police came, but was nonsense, and try to solve this problem. I tried. I asked about letters, and this lady told me that yes, they sent me many letters, but I don't receive. I didn't receive. And later, how can I solve this problem? And yes, very easy. You pay us $1,000 for sending money as for this penalty and tax. It's okay. It's okay. I think I can do it. I can do it. And I was, it gave me peace that I don't go to prison. I may solve myself, but always I pray to Swami, always ask to Swami to help you. Swami never leave you in difficult, stressful situation. After this experience, I am more stronger because I met some similar situation, mostly phone calls, text messages, and I immediately recognized that is fraud. This is not right. And it is test from Swami for your recognition, what is right, what is not. And we are Swami's students. We supposed to behave as hero. And I think Swami helped me to solve this problem. We saved $1,000. At this time, it was much for us. Thank you.
Thanks for those insights, Brother Sudhir and Sister Ella. Before we wrap up, let's summarize some key takeaways to protect yourself from scams like this. I would say you can call it as 4 rules. So, the first one is stay informed. Second, verify first. And third is don't panic. Fourth is report the scam. So, always remember these 4 rules whenever you face such situations. It could be any kind of scam, but these 4 rules will apply for any scam. And remember, as Sathya Sai Baba teaches, truth is your shield. When faced with uncertainty, rely on truth and integrity to guide your actions. Stay grounded and don't let fear overpower your reasoning. Sai Ram.
A big thanks to Brother Sudhir and Sister Ella for sharing their insights today. Scams like this can happen to anyone, but by staying informed, calm, and grounded in truth, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones. Sathya Sai Baba reminds us that virtues like awareness and courage can guide us through life's challenges. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with others so they can stay safe too. And as always, thank you for listening to Financial Scams Awareness Podcast. Until next time, stay alert, stay informed, and stay safe.